Hey y'all, so I am finally back with another video. I hope everybody is doing well. It is getting closer and closer to Christmas. Christmas will be sometime coming up this week, and I have been super busy with nothing but Christmas nails. Now, I really haven't been uploading any because they pretty much have all been the same. So I finally got this set and I thought this one would be perfect to film. So I'm starting off by creating a French. So I'm taking this color, this nude, and it is a self mix, and I'm starting at the center of the nail, and I'm going to just walk that bead down, and as I walk it down, I'm going to mold it into a almond shape. So like I mentioned earlier, all of the sets I have been doing have pretty much been the same. So this year, what has been trending in my salon is sweater nails, plaid nails, and a lot of reds. So those I have just been doing over and over and over. Even in this set, it has a little something like a plaid, not exact to what I have been doing, but it's still very similar. So like I said, I'm just shaping this almond, and then once I get it shaped, I'm going to come in with my cuticle bead. I'm going to apply that just above the cuticle, and then I'm going to just blend it through that first bead. Okay, so on the middle finger, I'm going to come in with Valentino's Princetta, and it's a very cool tone pink with some purple undertones. A very unique color. I really like it. So to start off, I'm going to start at the center of the nail, and I took a fairly small bead, and I'm going to walk that down, and then I'm going to blend it. I'm not going to blend it down all the way because I'm going to come in at the tip and add some glitter. So I'm really not worried about it being a perfect fade. I just want to get that color on there. So once I have that done, I'm going to come in with my cuticle bead, apply it back there, and then just blend it through. And I'm also going to do that same process on the thumb, but I'm going to use that nude color instead of the Valentino. So back to my French nail, it has dried, and I have came in with my hand file and filed it into shape, and now I'm going to fill in that tip with that Valentino color. Now these are long nails, so I'm going to start at the tip and I'm going to work it back as much as I can, but if I cannot get it all the way up to the sides, which I don't, I'm going to come in and just add small beads on the sides and fill those in. Now I'm making sure that I'm really pressing this in and I'm flattening out that tip. I don't want it to get bulky up there, so I'm making sure that as I push in that product, I'm still smoothing out the top surface. Okay, so now that I have all of my bases pretty much done, I have my colors filled in, I'm going to come in with my glitter. Now I saved this one for last on purpose. Whenever you're working with glitter, it will kind of stay in your brush, stay on your liquid, stay on the paper towel that you're wiping on, so that is why I save it for last. Now this glitter that I'm using, it is a acrylic glitter, and I believe it's just from a Wapazima collection. I'm going to make sure that I leave it in the description, and I'm just going to add that from cuticle to tip on this one. I'm making sure that I'm keeping the sides clean, making sure that that loose glitter is not on the skin or in the cuticle area, and I'm also making sure that as I'm applying this, I'm covering that entire nail. I do not want to see any gaps when I'm applying my glitter. And like I said, this is a acrylic glitter, but y'all know I still have to use some raw glitter. So I'm coming in now with some raw glitter and just patting that on top of that glitter that I've already applied. I feel like that really just adds a pop to any glitter that you're using. I'm also going to use that glitter on the middle finger and the thumb. Now the only difference is I don't want it so opaque. I still want you to be able to see some of my clear tip. So I'm only going to take a little bit of that acrylic glitter and just float it through the top of that tip. So that means I took a small bead and I just swiped it through really fast so it won't leave so much of that glitter behind. I also came in with a small amount of the raw glitter, and I'm using that to kind of fill it in so it won't be so bare. I do want you to see through it, but I still want to make sure that I'm placing the glitter exactly where I want it. Okay, so I have everything done and I have them all capped, and now I'm going to go in and start my finish filing. I'm going to start with my hand file first, and I'm just going to sharpen up her edges, and then once I have that done, I'm going to come in with a safety bit, and I'm just going to use this to remove any bulk. Once I have that done, I'll use my sanding band to just kind of finish file it, make it smooth, and she's all done. Okay, so for my design, I'm going to be doing some stamping. This small stamping plate, I believe, is just a stamping plate off of Amazon. And then I'm going to be using some of my clear jelly stamper plates. And I'm going to use both of these to try to create some snowflakes. So the first thing I did was clean off my plate, and now I'm coming in with Clear Jelly's white, applying that all over my image, scraping it, and now I'm coming in with my stamper. I'm going to roll it across that plate, and then I'm going to position it over the finger, and I'm just seeing how it would look better. I'm making sure that I'm lining it up on the nail so I can get as many of those little images on there. Then I just press down, and I'm sticking those down too, because sometimes that image will stick up, and if you just press it down on the nail, it'll stay on there. So I'm doing the same thing on the thumb also, just putting some snowflakes really over the glitter. I love the way snowflakes look over glitter. It's just been something that I've been really enjoying, especially here lately. That's all I've been doing, so I like it. Now I'm coming in with some stickers, and these are just some stickers that I made with my little Cricut, and I'm just going to apply that kind of like as a side piece, a little side detail, but I'm going to make sure that I line it up correctly, and then I'm going to press it in. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to cut off that piece that is hanging over. I want to make sure that I'm not leaving any of this sticker on the edge. I want it to be flat on that nail, and when it curves on the edge, that'll leave for a chance of you not sealing it properly. So that's why I'm coming in and cutting away any little bit that I don't need. So I'm just going to make sure I press that in. And then also on this nail, I'm going to add one more snowflake, and I'm going to put that at the bottom of the nail. So for the ring finger, I'm going to be doing a plaid nail, and this is like very minimal. It is just like 2 or 3 lines and some dots, and that's it. But to do that, I need to get that color first. So that pink that I used in the set, it's like a pink with some purple undertones. So I'm going to start off by using a pink and then adding some white, and I eventually get a little lilac color and add a little bit of that. So I basically just mix until I get the color that I want. So like I said, this basic plaid, I'm only doing a couple of lines and some dots. Each line I will cure it and move on to the next one. And the striper brush that I'm using is from Amazon. I'll be sure to link that below. So for the pinky, I'm going to be doing some sugaring. So the first thing I'm going to do is top coat that nail. And while I'm at it, I'm going to top coat my sticker nail and also my stamped nails. Those stamped nails and the sticker needs to be capped twice. So while I'm top coating, I'm going to go ahead and do those. So once those nails have cured, I'm going to remove the sticky layer, and then I'm going to come in with my striper brush in that white magpie paint gel, and I'm going to create some candy cane stripes. So I'm going to start off with my first stripe as a thin one, and then my next one, I'm going to make that one close to that thin stripe, my first one, and this one is going to be a little bit thicker than the first. So I'm just going to continue doing that down the nail. So once I have those stripes done, I'm going to come in with my little catching tray, my sugar, and my little baby spoon and just sprinkle that sugar right over that uncured paint gel. I'm going to make sure to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to cure that, and I'm going to cure it for 2 full minutes. And after all of that, I went in with a final top coat and she was done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye.